ಹಲೋ ಸರ್. ರೆಡಿ ರೆಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಆಯ್ತು.
Hello. Hello. Hello, check. Hello.
பவசாகரம் கரையேறலாம் பவசாகரம் கரையேறலாம் பவசாகரம் கரையேறலாம் தவமேவும் தன் புலியூரில் ஈசன் தவமேவும் தென் புலியூரில் ஈசன் தவமேவும் தென் புலியூரில் ஈசன் தவமேவும் தென் புலியூரில் ஈசன் தவமேவும் தென் புலியூரில் ஈசன்
Do you know what will happen if you read one book every week? Let me share some free.
ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅಂದರೆ
Good morning, everyone. Dignitaries are arriving. I request you all to rise and welcome them. I request all the dignitaries to come to the dais. Very good morning to everyone. The quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," by Luna Roosevelt. A very energizing, exciting and happy morning to all of you present here today. I, Dr. Manjula, HOD of MCA Department, take this immense pleasure of welcoming you all to CIMS Graduation Day of 15th MBA Batch 2021-2023. A very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, professors, students, parents and non-teaching staff gathered here today. Now I would like to request our chairman, Sir K.M. Nagaraj, to declare the opening of the day.
Hello. It's my pleasure to give a beginning to this celebration. I declare open for this particular celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No event can be fruitful as the one with the blessing of the Almighty. So here I call upon Mr. Venkatesh Murthy, yes, Assistant Professor of MBA Department, for the invocation song.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
मामवतु श्री सरस्वती मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कामकोटि पीठ निवासिनी मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कोमल कर सरोज द्रुत वीणा कोमल कर सरोज द्रुत वीणा सीमातीत वरवाग विभूषणा सीमातीत वरवाग विभूषणा मामवतु श्री सरस्वती राजाधिराज पूजित चरणा राजीव नयन रमणीय वदन राजाधिराज पूजित चरणा राजीव नयन रमणीय वदन सुजन मनोरथ पूर्ण चतुर निजगल शोभित मणिमय हार सुजन मनोरथ पूर्ण चतुर निजगण शोभित मणिमय हार अज भव वंदित वासुदेव अज भव वंदित वासुदेव चरणार्पित सकल वेद सारास सनिधनि निधमदा दगमस निज गमद गामदनि सगमगस सनि सगसनि निधनि सनिध मदनि धम गमदनि स गमदनि स मामवतु श्री सरस्वती ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ.
Thank you, sir.
We are happy to welcome Dr. T.V. Raju, Director, Planning, RV Educational Institutions, who supports us with his valuable advice to all our activities. Sir, I welcome you, sir. And I request our Secretary, sir, to give away a bouquet and welcome him on behalf of all of us here. We are certainly very happy to welcome our beloved Chairman, Sri K.M. Nagaraj sir, Community Group of Educational Institutions, a meticulous planner and executor who supports and guides in all of our activities. I request Secretary sir to welcome him with a bouquet. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of all of us here today. We are indeed very happy to welcome Sri Chikaya sir, Secretary, Community Group of Education Institutions, well-known person in the field of education, who is known for his simplicity, backbone of this organization, who always encourages us in all our activities, also a motivator and guides us in right direction. I request Professor Bhagirathna ma'am to give a bouquet and welcome him on behalf of all of us. It is very difficult to start with anything other than saying congratulations to all the young achievers and stars of today assembled in CIMS Auditorium for this graduation day, MBA batch 2021 and 23. I would like to congratulate all the MBA graduating students and their family members for their hard work and intensive study here at CIMS. All of you should be very proud of your wonderful achievement. Recall all the hard work that you have put into earning an MBA degree in last 2 years. Think of all the contributions and sacrifices your family has made. Think of all the benefits of being a MBA graduate, both professionally and personally. When you are old and grey and looking back at your life, your graduation day will probably be one of the memories you will really proud of. Consequently, do your best to take a few moments throughout the day to observe everything that's going on in this function. What an incredible group of students you are all. I have to tell you all that I have humbled, massively proud, delighted, and most of all, extremely impressed by your collective achievements. Through hard work and determination, all of you have achieved something, and today you and your family and well-wishers have the opportunity to celebrate and reflect on those achievements. I and my fellow colleagues wish to thank you for the uncommon zeal you have demonstrated towards your studies, in your relationship with faculty members, management, the junior students, and even among yourselves. The corporate sector needs you more than ever, and feel confident and more relaxed knowing that CIMS MBA graduates will continue to be at the center of exceptional contributors for the corporate world. CIMS mission is emphasized in the 6 tenets of our core purpose: to provide truly accessible, relevant, and cost-effective education, enabling students to enhance career, increase professionalism, and contribute to a better society. Our job, in fact, my job, is stride forward to fully support our students' education ambitions, whatever they are and at whatever level. We want to make sure we are equipping each and every possible CIMS student today with the necessary skills to ensure the better suitable to corporate world of today. That's what makes CIMS student makes us special, and firmly believe makes us better. Please be CIMS ambassadors for the great work we do as you join the 2000 plus alumni from this great institution. Before I finish, I would like to pause and take a moment to thank our CIMS management for their continued support for guiding us through today's proceedings, and also whose dedication and commitment is essential in providing such high quality programs each and every year. In closing, and most importantly, please reflect on your achievements, celebrate with families and friends who have supported you, thank them for their valued support and the sacrifices which were an integral part of your studies, and make them even proud of you as you develop your career and help to make better society. As such a special place, I only hope that CIMS will remain to be the place where you want to come back to after graduation, often in your memory and sometimes in person. You are always welcome to CIMS as achievers. I would like to wish you all a very successful, prosperous career, and also in all your future endeavors. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Mahesh Kumar, the Director and Principal of CIMS, to this event. I request Mamta ma'am to give over the bouquet and welcome him. On this auspicious day, I would now like to request all the dignitaries to come and light the lamp.
तुम्हें वक्षामि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठे गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं
As the lamp graced our stage with radiant glow, now I would like to call Dr. Bhagyaratna R, Professor of MBA Department, to introduce the chief guest.
Thank you, Manjula ma'am. With profound pleasure, I introduce our chief guest of the day, Shri Sunil Bangalore, Managing Partner of PricewaterhouseCoopers and a cyber security expert. Shri Sunil Bangalore, an engineering graduate from UECE, a veteran in technology industry, started his career at Indian Institute of Science, working on knowledge systems, core research in the field, what we know as artificial intelligence today, about 2 to 3 decades ago. He moved to work in the core technology domain at Compaq in Houston and continued his journey working in core technologies at Bell Labs. With a good sense of technology platform, Sunil co-founded a successful healthcare startup in the late 90s in USA. He repatriated to India in 2001 and leveraged his rich expertise in the technology domain as an engineering manager at Intel Development Center. Sir, I request you to please address the gathering. We are extremely happy and delighted to have you over here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to request our chief guest, Shri Sunil Bangalore, partner of PwC and cyber security expert, to address the gathering.
Very good morning. I am come prepared as a good morning, so it's still good morning. So, good morning to everyone on the dais, and we have some esteemed people on the dais, and of course, today's real guests of honor are all of you guys sitting on the other side of the dais. I think it's an honor to be part of this celebration today for me, considering it brings me a lot of nostalgic moments when I took my graduation, probably much older than all of these people. But as Dr. Mahesh talked about, it's a very important milestone in each one of your life. It is a day when you get enlightened officially, though you have been enlightening yourselves for the last probably year and a half of your journey here as a management graduates. But very important aspect that I think when I see enthusiastic, energetic, excited audience in front of me is this is the beginning of what I believe, and having been in the industry for 30 years, what I believe as a very important stepping stone for whatever you have set out yourself as your goal. Some of you may think you want to become chief executive, some of you may think you want to be entrepreneurs, some of you may think you want to be part of elite corporate executive cadre. Very important is you need to know what your potential is. Lot of times I have seen people set out with a relative mindset. Oh, he's like this, she's like this, I want to become like him. It's a motivation, it's not a benchmark. The human brain starts to demotivate itself when you start to build relative merit. It's about you, it's about each one of us that I am very confidently can tell you as a reasonably equipped individual in the industry today. You need to have an absolute scale of accomplishment. You need to set a target that meets your potential. I don't know how many of you know Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, when he was interviewed by the press just before the World Championship 100-meter sprint, his fastest man ever in the world of athletics today that human race has seen. They asked him, what's your target? Are you looking at 9.8 seconds? Are you looking at 9.7 seconds? Are you looking at 9.5 seconds? He was very calm. He said, my target for today is my potential. If I can run at 9.3 seconds, I will do it. If my potential is 9.5 seconds, I will do it. So very important takeaway for me from that is, and I have been a very big follower of him in terms of how one translates a dream into a reality, is you need to set your goal as your target being your potential. Never ever compromise in your careers, in your life, to not achieve your potential. It's not about who the other person is. Yes, they are all motivators. They are all influencers for you to set your goals. But very important message that I want to give you on a graduation day that I believe is the most important takeaway for you is set a goal that meets your potential. Never underperform in your career, in your life, in your educational journey if you cannot attain your potential. It's not for anyone else. It's for what we call as satisfying something that is within us. Please remember, if we catch up afterwards when you become a big individual, successful individual, attaining your goals, I will ask you very sincerely, have you attained your potential? Each one's potential is different. Please do not get encumbered with either a monetary relevance, either a status or a stature relevance, positional relevance. It's all about you. It's all about you being a graduate today, accomplished individuals having secured a very critical element of educational insight called management graduates. I come from a management background. I run a very large institution now. I'm part of a very, probably one of the few accomplished technology firms in the world, like Intel, IBM. I have worked in many of such places at senior executive roles. In fact, I was one of the instrumental guys who built IBM I was employee number 16. When I moved out of IBM, IBM was 116,000 people in India. So I have seen the organization grow to more than 100,000 people in the organization. All I can tell you today is, this is the beginning of your life. This is the time where you have to inculcate your human values. This is the day you want to build a strong goal. This is the day you want to start translating that acquired skills that you have got into implementation. How many of you, if I were to ask you today on a survey, would like to get operated from a knowledgeable surgeon? I don't think any one of us want a knowledgeable surgeon to operate. We need a competent surgeon to operate. The fundamental differentiation of the 21st century, which we are all living in the digital world, is we have to start to understand the differentiation between knowledge and competence. I know you are all graduating, and as Dr. Mahesh said, it's a very, absolutely a celebration moment. But how many of you are thinking, translating your knowledge, your acquired skills today into competence? Competence is applied knowledge. Competence is applied skills. And very important message that you have to have when you want to be a successful, satisfied, accomplished individual in your own domains is to see whether you have become competent. Whether it is a profession of teaching, whether it is a profession of management consultant, whether it is a profession of chief executive. Very important thing that I would like to leave with you today as another key takeaway from this discussion is, please ensure you define your competency map. Start to build that competence where it is your applied knowledge, applied skills. And we hire quite a lot of people. I have hired a lot of people in the industry in the various tenures as senior executive or even managerial capacity. We look for attitude and aptitude. Competence has two fundamental legs. One leg that you can stand on being a competent is your attitude. The other leg that you can stand as a competent individual in this world is your aptitude. Everything can be acquired. Everything else can be acquired. Your attitude and your aptitude is something that you have to always feel very focused on, ensuring there is nothing that can compromise your attitude and aptitude, irrespective of situation. We have Sir K. Nagaraj sir, that I have seen his life quite a lot through various channels, a symbol of humility. The reason why he is sitting here is because of that fundamental two legs that he stood on himself, the ability to understand the cultural nuances of our educational institutions, which we call as empathy towards that, which is the attitude, and his aptitude to absorb what is required. And I heard Dr. Mahesh talk about 6 principles of the institution, providing education. We call them as noble profession. Why do we call teaching as a noble profession? Why do we call medicinal treatment as a noble? We call Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. We call Gurubhyo Namaha. We call Acharya Devo Bhava. Why did we associate these 3 key activities among gazillion things that we have in the world to be equivalent to a godly thing? Because they are noble professions. Today you are a very positive outcome of one of the such noble professions that faculty has given you. How do you translate that into your competence is in your hands, and thrive towards that as a target. One additional thing that I have seen which has worked for me is anything that you do, whether it's your personal task, whether it's your professional task, always remember the quality of output that you deliver has to be synonymous to your self-pride. A lot of people look at quality of output in their life again as a function of somebody being impressed, somebody being looking up to you to reward it. I don't think that helps. What has helped successful people, accomplished people in the life in corporates and non-corporates is them looking at the output of their activity on a self-pride scale. If somebody can point you, this is not good. Look at your parents, look at your mother who cooks. She does not cook to impress you. She cooks to ensure the output is something that she is satisfied with. She has a pride. She doesn't want anybody to point fingers at her saying this has not been done, that has not been done. Any profession that you take, any domain you take, always remember your quality of output has to be a function of your self-pride. If you think you have hit your potential as your target, if you think the output you have given to the consumer side of whoever is the recipient is at the utmost level of your self-pride, trust me, you have accomplished individuals. I have seen significant umpteen number of successful entrepreneurs, unicorn leaders, who is who in the world. I have shared stages with them. Very important is they followed this principle. Quality is a function of self-pride. So considering that you're all aspirally looking for what you want to do in the future, if you have these foundational elements ingrained in you, I would like to leave with you few interesting and opportunistic domains that I would really urge all of you to take a quick look at it as a potential growth area. One is, very interestingly, you are in the right context of time. You are in the right spirit of time where you have access to very interesting and enormous amount of raw data. You are the generation that have been privileged to have access to the raw data that nobody else in the past, to the 5,000 years of human race, had access to. We all grew up in an environment where we had access to interpreted data. Whoever read that data could interpret, come to us and talk about it. Unfortunately, that interpretation is something that we were given a smaller aperture, whereas today you have access to raw data. Raw data is like a sword. You can kill a person or you can cut an apple with it. You have the ability to interpret that raw data to the benefit of whoever is your target audience. You are in the digital world where you have the enormous benefit of understanding that raw data. How many of us have not gone to Dr. Google, searched when you have a fever or when you have a symptom of something and it shows you probably have a carcinoma? I mean, the raw information is very powerful, but it becomes a very critical element when you contextualize it. You need to have the ability as the graduates of management practice. You need to have the ability to translate what you have learned as your skills today as a knowledge base to interpret this raw data that you have access to, which is humongous, petabytes. I mean, you cannot even think of the amount of data lakes that we have. How do you translate that into contextual, effective, and useful information? Please do not become victims of, again, access to raw data destroying your life. You need to interpret it. That is the first opportunity you have. So if you want to pursue your career in becoming such data scientists, such management consultants who can have developed this competence of translating this raw data into a contextual and useful information, please pursue that, because that is what the 21st century digital world needs. Associated with that, I also feel the emergence of various technology nuances like your artificial intelligence, your various computing mechanisms like your cloud and mobile and whatnot, has given us one extremely important weapon in us, which is a ubiquitous device in our pockets. How many of us believe that this can destroy the universe? There was a guy by name Snowden, I don't know whether you guys know about him. He said he can generate 8 bytes of data and destroy the human race. Can you believe the power of what you have in your hand? 8 bytes of data could destroy the human race. Tell me one other thing except probably God willing, which we call pradaya in various languages, that can destroy the human race. This has the power. You have that with you. How do you utilize this? No matter whether it's called artificial intelligence, no matter it's called various technology domains, various business domains, I strongly feel the opportunity is yours to grab. If you look at how can you apply artificial intelligence, recently you have been probably very lucky to see generative AI come and make its presence. I studied about generative AI predecessors like its grandfather 30 years back in English of Science, when people were calling AI as a very interesting domain. I will tell you, having followed for last 30 years the genesis of artificial intelligence, it cannot replace human intelligence. I used to work in IBM as a general manager in Watson, which was one of the most sophisticated AI machines that ever was built in those days. I challenged my engineers in Watson research, if you can have Watson tell a lie, I will bow to it. Lying is one critical skill that humans have developed, which we all have used at some point of time or the other, which you cannot program any machine, because of one fundamental deficiency that machines have. No matter how much of petaflops of operating system capability they may have, processing T cycles they may have, it cannot build something that God has given us called emotional quotient. We are all lucky as human beings. We are all extremely privileged to have an EQ element, which we combine with an IQ element to succeed in this world or accomplish something in this world. No machine can be trained to have an EQ which is contextual like what we do as humans. So always remember, one of the very important self-discipline that you have to have as you go up into management consultancy and professional careers is look at the use cases that such emerging technologies can provide a compensatory augmented solutions to an EQ that we possess. Leverage the systems for significant amount of deterministic outputs. Look at these artificial intelligence and generative AI, whatever you call ChatGPT, 4th generation, 5th generation, whatever, to balance that with a very important element that all of you have, which is called EQ. Emotional quotient is the only controlling and enabling characteristic of a successful professional. If you do not have the ability to control and be a facilitator or enabler as a professional, it is going to be extremely hard. I have seen, as I probably keep thinking, significant amount of graduates come out the fundamental difference between an accomplished individual when you look back after 20 years, 30 years, 10 years of your career into what you are doing is the differentiation of somebody who has applied IQ only and somebody who has applied a balanced IQ and EQ. And my sincere urge to you guys as you step out of this convocation center, throw your hats, take your gowns off, go celebrate with your family and friends the way you like, is to always remember emotional quotient is the most powerful ingredient of your professional success. Personal success, of course, but professional success, since that's what I've been looking at, educate you on, never deprioritize your emotional quotient, which is what is the fundamental differentiation between successful and semi-successful people. Last, to conclude the conversation and my little bit of teaser to you is very important as graduates that you are celebrating your significant milestone as a C is what is your legacy going to be? What are you or what you will be known for? If I were to pulse, I don't know, a lot of movies have come starting from, I'm not old, but I'm reasonably old. We used to watch a movie called Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak, which was one of the very interesting graduation days, all the way through various movies that we follow. The aspiration that you have is a very important aspect of your life. They are called defining moments of your career. I know if I were to talk to each one of you independently, you will say you want to be as I said, a successful entrepreneur or a CEO. Trust me, what your aspiration is a function of your character. And I don't want to bore you with philosophical and moral aspects, because if I start talking about technology and if I start talking about management practices, I don't think 19 to 20 minutes is sufficient for me. But the reason why I chose not to talk to you about opportunity landscape, but more of fundamental ingredients of a successful professional is because this is what is called in most of the context out of syllabus. This is not part, no Harvard, no Stanford, no Wharton, no Kellogg's, no Indian Institute of Management and management degrees can teach you the ingredients of success recipe, because this is where each one of us are differently programmed. Each one of our 23 pairs of chromosomes in our DNA is differently wired. This is not about anything that can be trained. This can be something that you can practice. So the last and the foundational element that I want to leave with you today is be proud that you are one of the very few percentage of the population who have been given this opportunity, and you have successfully accomplished that being graduates. But this is not that you walk out and throw your hats and start saying you have conquered the world. This is just the beginning of the world. This is just your stepping stone into that world where you will start to see cutthroat competition, cutthroat politicizing, cutthroat differentiation between people, whether they deserve or don't deserve. Your EQ is the only element that will help you sustain, be resilient, and have the perseverance towards your goal. So I wish you all the best. I think you have a very prospective and opportunistic domains and probably future of the 21st century as the young generation you have. I sincerely, really convey my best wishes to each one of you. Make your parents proud, make your loved ones proud, but keep in mind, it's you, and it's you. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for motivating and energizing the gathering with your words. Now I request T.V. Raju, Director Planning to RV Education Institution, Rashtriya Shikshana Samiti, the Trust, to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good afternoon to all of you. The dignitaries on the dais and dignitaries in front of the dais and also parents and the students who are graduating themselves and becoming MBAs hereafter. You have completed the course and only the finishing touch is required to make you an MBA person. All of you have already set your vision, exactly what you want to become. Some of you want to be finance managers, some of you want to be marketing managers, and some of you want to be human resource managers, and some of you want to be an entrepreneur, and some of you want to get into the family business, and some of you want to be consultants. Likewise, you have already set a vision. And naturally, you have taken a lot of interest in that particular direction as such. And definitely, you will look at that particular type of discipline that is required. So in order to become what you have already decided to become, and I'm sure that you are all yearning for that kind of profession as such, and I'm sure that you have a very right attitude towards that, and you know how to manage your time, and what kind of honesty and integrity which is very much required, and what kind of hard work is very much necessary in order to become whatever that you want to become, right? So an MBA, of course, in a very lighter way, we say it is a mind and body administration, right? In order to administer the mind, you have a lot of skills which are required, right? To manage your body also, because so every MBA person must have a physical maturity, is it not so? So naturally, so mind and body administration should go together. Unless you take care of this, it is very difficult for you to manage anything in this particular world. Some of you are going to become administrators and some of you are going to become managers, right? Right. So naturally, so you must have that particular quality to be a manager, to be an administrator, right? Every one of you, every MBA is a leader by himself or herself, is it not so? And whenever you work for a particular organization, so naturally what kind of loyalty that you must have, right? And what kind of sincerity that is very much required, and how energetic you should be in all areas, and what kind of positive attitude that you must have, and what kind of self-discipline, and how empathetic you must be, how realistic you must be, and how smart you are, how honest you are, and how inspiring you are, and what kind of perseverance, of course, you have in order to pursue a particular profession as such. These are all the various, of course, things. So we have already trained you people in the classroom environment, right, about your ethics to be followed, about values to be adopted in life, about the culture to be practiced, and also what kind of quality life that you have to lead. So thereby, as a leader, so you must know the various aspects of leadership. And one of the leading management experts says that, so to a particular businessman, you need not have to manage your business, my dear. So you manage your people and your people will manage the business. Who are those people who are going to manage the business? You people. You are the MBAs who are going to rather say to be managed, right? And at the same time, you are given all types of techniques and methodology required in order to manage people as such. If you know how to manage people, even in your family also, if you know how to manage your parents, how to manage your brothers, how to manage your sisters, how to manage your associated people in your family, I am sure that so you will be able to lead a very good life, very respectful life as such. Of course, for all these things, whenever, especially in a family business or in a family life, when you have to rather say lead a good life, you must also have a lot of maturity, and also you know so what exactly the adjustment values. It is a new concept, no doubt. The adjustment values in all respects, for that matter, in every aspect of life, of course, adjustment values are most important. Thereby, you'll be able to lead a very pleasant, full life as such. Very firm, very pleasant, full life as such. That is what is basically required. And I'm sure that as MBAs, you have already attained a particular kind of maturity. What kind of maturity that you have already attained with your classroom experience, with classroom teaching, classroom training, right, and various seminars, conferences and conclaves, right, various guest lectures you have attended, and the leading people have come and shared their ideas. So naturally, you must have attained at least a kind of maturity, like a social maturity, a physical maturity, an intellectual maturity, ecological maturity, emotional maturity, philosophical maturity, spiritual maturity, and all these things. I'm sure that all these things will guide you, so in a very respectful manner, and now you are in a position to take decisions, you are in a position to solve problems, and you know how to critically analyze and how to be creative in performing a particular job as such, and you know how to talk. So communication skills, right? So you know how to communicate. That is most important for an MBA, how to communicate, what to talk, what not to talk, when to talk, how much to talk, to whom that you should talk. All these things are extremely important, and that is very important, right? So whenever you have to talk, you have to be very careful, because once you express something which you cannot take it back so easily well. So thereby, and you are a leader, and anything that comes out of leader will be taken up by your followers very seriously. So thereby, we want you to become great leaders, not just leaders. Great leaders will always create leaders, and leaders only create followers. Therefore, you should be a great leader as such, and you should know what kind of self-awareness is required in order to perform a job, or how to take up your particular profession, what kind of focus, right, what kind of attention, concentration that is required in order to perform a job. So, yeah, of course, now we are in a position to create a machine to work for us, right? It can do anything for you, but it doesn't have common sense, right? It doesn't have general knowledge. Whatever that you have done, or whatever the instructions that you have given, it will be performed. So that is the kind of technology that you have, but how far that particular technology is going to lead you, and what is going to happen to the human race tomorrow, that we don't know. But anyway, of course, we have to make use of the technology available, no doubt, but so to the extent which is required is most important. Than don't use the technology more than what you require. Right. So thereby, these are all certain important issues already been taught in the classroom itself. So, but anyway, so you being a manager, you being an administrator, right, you must know how to, rather say, control your emotions and how to manage your stress in an organizational world. So as far as possible, so try to attain the required perfection and precision in performing the job. And apart from all these things, of course, so you have to lead the team, you have to lead the change. You have to, rather say, change the world anti-violently. So naturally, when you have to lead the team, then you should be a very effective player in the team, and I am sure that you are going to be a very effective leader, very effective team member, and with your intelligence, with your intellect, I am sure you will be able to perform well in your life, and I wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you for inspiring our students, sir. Now I'd like to request our chairman, Shri K.M. Nagaraj sir, to give the presidential speech.
ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಬರ್ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪರಿಣಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುನಿಲ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ RV ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ RV ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಜೀವನಾಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂದಿನ RV ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಹಲವು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಚಿರಪರಿಚಿತರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಟಿ ವಿ ರಾಜುರವರೇ, ನನ್ನ ಮಿತ್ರರು, ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಕೈಕರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರಣೀಭೂತರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಗೌರವ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕಯ್ಯನವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ MBA ವಿಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಬಾರಿ 100ಕ್ಕೆ 100 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತೇರ್ಗಡೆಯಾಗುವ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠ ಪ್ರವಚನಕ್ಕೆ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಹಪಾಠಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನನ್ನು ಇಡೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಳಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ
ನಮ್ಮ MBA ವಿಭಾಗದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೂತನ ಪದವೀಧರರೇ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು MBA ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಡೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಪೋಷಕ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ, ನಾನು ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಫುಟವಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಬ್ದ ಭಂಡಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ. I have limited vocabulary. That's why I would like to address all of you in my mother tongue, Kannada. ನಾನು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ತಮಗೆ ಏನನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹೇಳತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದಂಥ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಗಳು, ಸುನಿಲ್ ಅವರಂತೂ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೈಬರ್ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತಿ. ವಿಭಾಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಅಥವಾ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ರಂಗದ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ pertaining to such subjects, so that I can extend my speech in that particular angle. ನಮ್ಮ TV ರಾಜು ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ತಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸುಲಭವಾದ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಹಲವು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರಾಗಿ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದರೆ ಆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮನ್ನು ಆ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Even he was one of the best lecturers when Vijay Evening College was there. Evening College ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಡೇ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಜೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಓವರ್ ಟೈಮು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕೆಲಸದ ಒತ್ತಡದಿಂದ 6 ದಾಟಿ 7-8 ಗಂಟೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ TV ರಾಜು ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅಥವಾ 7 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಬಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ವಿಷಯ. ಅವರ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ನ ಯಾರೂ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಕಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಓದ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅವರು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವೇಳೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲಾವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೇವಲ ಅವರ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಅದು ಭದ್ರವಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಮೈಂಡ್ಗೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬಿಸಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರು ನಮ್ಮ ಟಿ ವಿ ರಾಜರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ RV ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗುರುತರವಾದಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. he is allowed to run an institute to train graduates and undergraduates to get into competitive exams. ಅದು KPSC ಅಥವಾ UPSC ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಸುಮಾರು 50ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಇಲಾಖೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಥ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಉದ್ಭವ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವರಿಗೆ RV ಅವರು ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡೋ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸುಮಾರು 40 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಶ್ರಮ ಹಾಗೂ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಯೂಡ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ರೈಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್. ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಇದೇನು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನವನ್ನು ತಾವು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಂದರ್ಭವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ಲು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೃತಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ರೂಪವನ್ನು ತಾವು ಹೊಂದಬಾರದು, ಯಾವಾಗ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಜನಗಳು ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸುವಾಗ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕೃತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹಿರಿಯರ ಉಪದೇಶ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ನೇ ಬೋಧಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥವಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನನ್ನಂಥವ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಲವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೇಮ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸುಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆ ವಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ನನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಅನಂತ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ರೂಪಿತವಾಗಲಿ, ಅವರನ್ನ ಸಾಕಿ ಸಲಹಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಸರೆಯಾಗಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you for motivating the students, sir. I would now request our director, Dr. Mahesh Kumar, to address the student in completing their pledge.
Students, please follow some of the instructions carefully before the oath. First of all, wear your hat, graduation hat properly. You can see the middlemost hat should be to the mid of your head, forehead. And this is a tassel. See here, all of you, this is a tassel. Tassel should be on the right side. I am wearing on the left side. You have to wear it on your right hand side. The tassel should be on the right hand side. After you receive graduation certificate, when you are sitting there, it should come to the left side. The tassel should be on the left side after receiving your certificate. Still many of you are not wearing the hat properly. Wear hat properly first, utmost important. The tassel should be on the right side. And I request all of you to stand up. First, properly stand. Feel comfortable. And one electric lamp has been given. Keep it on the left hand. You can switch it on. There's a button down in that. Keep it on the left hand side. Your right hand has to come front, up front. See the hand. It should be straight. Say down faster. Be ready. I'll be starting the oath. First you have to start with your name. I means your name. Then whatever I say, repeat those words properly. You can see on the screen also. Are you ready, students? Yes, sir. Shall we? Yes, sir. I. You have to tell your name. I hereby solemnly declare and promise that as an MBA graduate from Community Institute of Management Studies, I will use my knowledge, experience and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my society and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will in my daily life and conversation and in thought, word and deed conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions and dignity of all fellow people. I will maintain my competency and keep updated about developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my society through good citizenship and active participation. I shall uphold and advance the social, business, and indeed all-round welfare of my people and society. Thank you all. Settle down, you can sit, switch off the lamps and hand over to the volunteers there. And remember, after receiving the certificate, your tassel should be on the left side when you are sitting there. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for guiding the students in completing their post-graduation pledge. Now the moment we all have been waiting for, the conferring of degrees. Now I would like to call Mr. Rakesh TN and Mrs. Lilavati S, Assistant Professor of MBA Department, to compliment all the MBA students with completion certificates.
Thank you, Dr. Manjula ma'am. Honorable Chairman, Shri Nagaraj sir, Secretary, Shri Chikkaya sir, Chief Guest, Shri Sunil sir, Guest of Honor, Shri TV Raju sir, Director, Shri Mahesh Kumar sir, beloved parents and my dear students. It's our esteemed honor and privilege to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion, the graduation of our exceptional students. This day marks an incredible milestone in the lives of our graduating class, a culmination of years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work. To the graduates seated in front of us, each of you have embarked on a journey filled with challenges, triumphs, and unforgettable experiences. Today, we come together to acknowledge and honor your accomplishments, applauding your relentless pursuit of knowledge, growth, and personal development. Without any further ado, let's call upon each of you to receive your graduation certificate from our dignitaries. We would request Shri Sunil sir to kindly hand over the graduating certificates to our students. Sir, request you to please honor our students, sir. Right. Mr. Manoj, Mr. Vijay Kumar, request the audience to please applaud the students. Mr. Vijay Kumar C. Ms. Bhavana. Ms. Aishwarya. Ms. Rakshita. Ms. Rakshita. Mr. Lokesh. Mr. Lokesh, Miss Shrestha, Mr. Dileepa, Mr. Vignesh, Mr. Naveen Kumar KH,
Mr. Sheikh Shakib Ahmad, Mr. Nagesh Shakir, Miss Nagashri Ji, Mr. Ujjwal S, Mr. Rajat Kauda R, Mr. Bhagat KS, Miss Pallavi M, Mr. Narayan Dixit, Miss Sahana S. Kamath, Mr. Ranjit Kumar Ji,
Miss Meghana. Audience, please applaud the graduates. Miss Lavanya, Mr. Tabrez Ahmad, Miss Preeti L, Mr. Rajesha VM, Miss Jagadevi, Miss Nandini, Mr. Dhanush, Miss Parinita,
Mr. Vasant Kumar H. Mr. Lokesh Kumar R. Miss Purvika H. Mr. Harshavardhan. Mr. Suman T. Mr. Nitin D. Mr. Shashank Devi. Mr. Malik Urhaman. Mr. Chikegowda King. Miss Neha S.
Miss G.V. Kusuma, Mr. Satish H. Miss Ranjita K.S. Abhishek S. Mr. Abhishek S. Mr. Prakash R. Miss Shreyanka. Miss Savita HV. Mr. Dilip Kumar N. Mr. Manoj Kumar BR. Miss Nivedita B.
Mr. Prajwal. Miss Nishchita. Mr. Kiran Kumar. Miss Amrita BM. Mr. Sandeep. Mr. Divakar. Miss Akshita SN. Mr. Rajat S. Raj. Mr. Shashank A.V.
Miss Sharda N. Mr. Suhas Kumar. Miss Gautami PM. Miss Brunda. Miss Vinita R.
Yeah, I know this.
Mr. Dhanush.
But can you tell me what is your salary? Right now my salary is 1.2 crore.
Mr. Shashidhar. Mr. Venkatesh B. Mr. Bhimaraj. Miss Umme Kulsum.
Miss Chandana Shri. Miss A. Shri Vaishnavi. Miss Bhuvaneshwari S. Miss Akila K. Miss Divya B. Mr. Bharata R. Mr. Akshay G. Kulkarni. Miss Harshita C. Mr. Abhilash S. Miss Divya V.S.
Miss Amreen Taj. Miss Ananya S. Mr. Bharat Kumar N. Mr. Gagan K.S. Ms. Shreya K. Raman. Mr. Anil P. Jannu. Miss Bindu. Miss Shravanti ji. Mr. Girish C. Miss Kruti C. Kruti S.
Mr. Manoj Kumar. Miss Sangeeta N. Miss Bhavana C. Miss Megha NC. Miss Yashaswini Rao. Mr. Praveen Sajan. Miss Vaishnavi N. Mr. Pavan R. Mr. Pavan Kumar. Mr. Karthik.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you. We now request our guest of honor, Sri T.V. Raju sir, to confer the graduation certificates to our students. Miss Sujana R.J. Miss Zainab Banu. Mr. Mohan Kumar V. Mr. Karthik. Mr. Kumbagauli Ravi Varma God. Ms. Zahra Zabina. Mr. Taushir BN. Mr. Shesh Reddy Sai Praneeth Reddy. Mr. Ujjwal S. Ms. Manasa N.
Mr. Prithviraj. Ms. Mamata. Mr. Abhishek Reddy. Ms. Shweta. Ms. Priyanka. Mr. Abhishek NV. Mr. Vijay Kumar. Miss Priya. Miss Pallavi J. Miss Pallavi J. Miss Gunavati D.
Mr. Sachin HR. Ms. Menaka P. Achari. Mr. Shaheen Ashraf. Ms. Sahana MD. Mr. Gaurav SG. Ms. Madhushri HG. Ms. Sushma N. Ms. Kanerappa Gari Supriya. Ms. Nagabindu.
Miss Vandana Nagraj. Santosh MP, Mr. Vasant, Mr. Sandeep R, Ms. Namita Devanand, Mr. Hirana, Mr. Prashant Kumar, Mr. Ajay J. Kulakarni, Mr. Ajay J. Kulakarni, Ms. Sahana Princey,
Mr. Tejas R, Ms. Netravati R.K., Mr. Vinay Kumar Shirahatti, Mr. Swastik KP, Ms. Lakshmi VN, Mr. Dikshit S, Mr. Viresh Gowda, Ms. RCI Yasin, Ms. A.D. Sarina,
Ms. Yamini J, Ms. Darshini C, Mr. Nitin A, Mr. Sanjay Kumar PC, Mr. Navina BP, Mr. Manoj S, Mr. Sanjay Kumar S, Ms. Meghana BL, Mr. Vajresh Gowda K, Mr. Nitin Kumar C, Mr. Nitin Kumar C,
Ms. Shafia Begum, Ms. Roja, Ms. Tejaswini, Ms. Hamsa, Ms. Rakshita, Mr. Sasidhara, Mr. Nagaraj Astagi, Mr. Vijay Kumar R, Mr. Sumant GS,
Mr. Gauri Shetty Dinakar Prasad, Ms. Munda Jyotsna, Mr. Rabanullah, Mr. Umar Farooq, Mr. Umar Farooq, Mr. Gujala Hari Prasad, Ms. Sahana R, Mr. Akash, Mr. Shivram, Ms. Monisha, Ms. Sushma Manjula.
thank you so much, sir, for conferring our students with the degree.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. Thank you, Leelavati ma'am. It is time to express our gratitude to all those who have contributed to the success of this event. Now I would like to call Mrs. Aishwarya, an Assistant Professor of MBA Department, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Manjula ma'am. Good afternoon to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose out of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to Almighty God for making today's occasion resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our chief guest, Shri Sunil, Bangalore, partner PwC and cyber security expert, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. We are truly honored to have had you with us on this special occasion, sir. Your insightful words have inspired and enlightened our students today. Thank you so much, sir. I thank our guest, TV Raju, Director, Planning at RV Educational Institutions, Rashtriya Shikshana Samiti Trust. Your wisdom will undoubtedly resonate with our students as they embark on new journeys. Thank you for being a part of our graduation celebration. Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful to our chairman, K.M. Nagaraj sir, for his encouragement. His able guidance has always encouraged us. I thank him for his kindness, his interest, his hospitality and continued support. Your leadership and accomplishments serve as an inspiration to our graduating class, and we are deeply grateful for the time and wisdom you have shared with us today. Thank you so much, sir. I thank our secretary, Shri Chikaya sir, for his stewardship, vision and commitment. Thank you, sir. I thank our director, Dr. Mahesh Kumar K.R. sir, for his unstinted support and planning for this grand ceremony. Thank you so much, sir. My heartfelt thanks to all faculty members for their valuable contribution, guidance and encouragement to ensure that this occasion becomes a memorable success. Thank you so much. I owe special gratitude to the non-teaching staff who equally worked hard to ensure that this occasion becomes a memorable success. I thank all the distinguished invitees, parents present here for accepting our invitation. I thank the members of the media for evincing interest in covering the event and all the good hearts who work behind the screen. Last but not least, I thank all my senior batch students and junior batch students and volunteers for their cooperation in making this function a resounding success. Finally, I leave you by giving the inspiring quote by Ernest Hemingway, "It's never too late to become the person you have always wanted to be." Once again, thank you all for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Here I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate students on your graduation. All the very best for your future. Your next adventure awaits and we are excited to see where it leads you. Nothing can stop you now. May you all emerge out with flying colors. Thank you to one and all for gracing the occasion, making a grand success. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Students, you have to assemble and give your graduation gowns in seminar hall. Hand over to Leelavati ma'am.
All parents are requested to have lunch and go. Lunch is arranged in the other hall. In another 5-10 minutes, it is ready. You can have lunch and go. So, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನೆಂದರೆ ಭೋಜನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭೋಜನ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ graduation gown and hat and other things, so you can also have lunch and you can leave. Afterwards, we'll have a farewell. We'll assemble back by 2 o'clock.